Okay, let's get into the boss now. I think I'm gonna go my basic rotation with... yeah, let's go power. Let's go power. Okay, so what is he doing now? Explosion. Wait, what the fuck? Bosses in video games. Whoa. We know bosses in video games. I think everybody knows that. Like, it doesn't even matter the genre really. If you have, I don't know, a FPS game, a MMORPG or a normal RPG, fighting games, Souls-like games, there are bosses everywhere. Bosses in general, like, is a crazy concept that every gamer should know, and it has two sides. We love it or we hate it. The things that we like about a boss is a fair boss has more like fair design, good movesets, cool transitions, and you can spend hours in it and not get bored because it's not stupid. A bad boss would be like a dragon with a AoE attack around the whole area, burning everything down, one shot you, and has bullshit hitboxes. And then you guys know what I mean by that. Fuck that. Yeah, sometimes I have struggles. Oh my god, PTSD. You guys don't know how much I hate dragon bosses in Souls-like games, especially Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring after that. This was so... I hate big bosses in general. But why do we like bosses in video games? I mean, bosses are really cool in my opinion, just in general. It's like you have a storyline and you have in the, I don't know, early game a small mini boss where I introduce you to the movesets, what you have, what you can use, the mechanics, and it's for me like a breakpoint in the story, 100%. Like you play through the game and then there's a boss and you need to finish him to progress the story. This is kinda cool, but sometimes dog shit. We should not forget about the different designs in bosses, 100% movesets, early game, mid game, late game bosses. But I just want to go for the general topic. Bosses, besides that, have amazing lore most of the times, and I really enjoying to just listen to some boss lore in different games, of course. And it's so refreshing to see the lore, to connect the puzzles into the story. The more you play the game, the more you like understand why something is happening, why this event happening on this point, and why is it like that, if you know what I mean by that. Really good bosses are like a fever dream for me. I mean, do you guys not have like this one kind of boss? Good soundtrack, good design, good moveset. It's not something really stupid, maybe one, two things that you don't really like, but you have one boss, you're sitting in a chair, 5 hours, grinding your ass off, but you don't get bored because this design is so good. Yeah, that's why I really like bosses in general. What I said before, like, a boss is really good to show you as a player what mechanics you can use against it, what kind of strategies you should use, and in general, it's like you can do so much creativity on that. For me, it was always fun. Sometimes I was underleveled and fought a, I don't know, 50 plus boss in the early game, and I said 5 hours plus at least on that. Maybe I used my whole day for this boss, but in the end I got it because I didn't give up. Strong bosses. Let's not forget about the like strong bosses or endgame bosses in the game. What I mean by that is like the boss is so strong that made players rage quit. Oh, how much I like that. For examples, classical examples that you all should know. Elden Ring Malenia. She was different kind of boss who was completely demolished me and many other people. Let me solo her. I have mad respect to you. Or should we talk about the Hollow Knight from Hollow Knight? Or the Radiant, Pantheon 4. And this boss is extremely hard for me, or was hard for me, because of this damage it was really, it was ridiculous how strong this boss was. Holy shit. But it was an endgame boss, so I respect that. Or my favorite boss in Octopath Traveler 1 against the Omniscient Eye in the first phase and Caldera the Fallen in the second phase. Holy shit, love. I love this boss. I can't express myself how much I love this boss, because it was hard, it was suffer, and it took me 3 days, by the way. 3. It was not fun at some point. I just sat here, find out my strategies, wrote notes down, what could be good, what I should do here, there, and so much more. It was so exhausting, by the way. I finished it with my own team. I did not research any strategies, any buildings here, this, that. I did by myself here. Yeah, you guys should know how hard this was for me. And I say, still now, this one was my favorite boss overall. When it comes to the design, to the mechanics you can use in the game, and don't forget about the music, because this was one of my favorite boss. This music, do you guys hate it? Holy shit, this official soundtrack was crazy on that, and I love that. I really love that. This kind of bosses are like, they don't care about how strong you are. They're gonna beat your ass. Like, look at this guy, this endgame boss, Simon from Expedition 33. Third phase, he just Thanos clipped my ass and delete my team. This is ridiculous. How the fuck you came up with this idea, by the way? But this kind of bosses that I always say, strong bosses who don't care about how strong you are. You get ass whooped in the end. So don't even try it. You need to find new tactics most of the time. You need to find you need to have much patience, because you need to suffer through that. You need to know the movesets, you need to know what you should do in specific situations, you need to learn phase 2, phase 3, and so much more. Like, this kind of bosses driving me crazy, by the way. Like, holy shit. Oh yeah, don't forget about this important point. Music is the essential key to a good boss, by the way. Like, if you don't have this kind of feeling, you sit down on your chair playing against a boss and said, holy shit, this music is crazy, then you are not a real gamer, by the way. But we should not forget about as bosses, what I said in the beginning. We all had this kind of boss who are just annoying, and frustration, and holy shit, I have so many of this. Most of this kind of bosses have like status effects that you give you silence, that you can use abilities, poisoning effect, fire, freeze, so much more. It's just annoying. I hate it. Holy shit. Not even that. Maybe you need to fight a dragon, AoE attacks, bad hitboxes, stupid round base mechanics. Like, it's so bad sometimes, and I think, who came up with this idea? I think the best genre who had the most annoying bosses, in my opinion, I think it was Souls-like bosses most of the time, and in some RPGs, I would say personally. I think everyone had this kind of feeling. Whoever played Souls-like games, you guys know that if you have a big boss, your camera angle is ass, your tracking is ass. Sometimes the camera not even helping you, and you get hit by random things. Best example, Fire Giant, Elden Ring. I hate this boss. Of course, you can cheese much around and do some random shit to beat a boss, of course, but for me, sometimes I want to do it in a fair way. I want to do it with, I know, with my X fingers, and hack this guy down, dodge every move, and this is my playstyle. Like, this is my playstyle. I don't really like to cheese bosses in general. It's not my typical style of playing a game. In the end, I think bosses in video games are one of the most essential things you should have, and it shows the game in a different way, of course. I just love it and can't get enough of it. Let me down below what's your favorite bosses and what's your most hated bosses. I'm very curious about that. I have nothing to say. We see us next time, and you know the vibe. Leave a like and subscribe here, and thank you for watching.